Is my screen visible?
Yes, Didi.
So today we'll learn about the Samadhi and its types. So what is Samadhi? In third chapter of Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Maharishi Patanjali have mentioned that Tadev Arth Matra Nirbhasam Swarup Shunya Mein Samadhi. When in meditation, the true nature of the object shines forth, not distorted by the mind of the perceiver, that is absorption, that is Samadhi. So it is of basically two types, Sampragyat Samadhi and Asampragyat Samadhi. So in Sampragyat Samadhi, Maharishi Patanjali mentioned Vitark, Vichar, Anand, Asmita, Roop, Anugama, Sampragyat. Concentration upon a single object may reach four stages: examination, discrimination, joyful peace, and simple awareness of individuality. Vitark, Vichar, Anand, and Asmita. So in Vitark also there are two types, Savitark and Nirvitark. In Vichar also two types, Savichar and Nirvichar. And this we will discuss in Samapatti also, okay, in detail. What is Asampragyat Samadhi? Viram Pratya Abhyas Purva Sanskar Shesho Anyah. So when there is only latent impressions remain, that kind of samadhi is known as Asampragyat Samadhi. Or explanation said that the other kind of concentration is that in which the consciousness contains no object, only subconscious impressions, which are like burnt seeds. It is attained by constantly checking the thought waves through the practice of non-attachment, through the practice of Paraviragya. Sampragya Samadhi is other kind of Samadhi which arises through constant practice of Paraviragya, which brings about disappearance of all fluctuations of the mind, wherein only the latent impressions remain. Sanskar Shesho Anya. So now what is Samapatti? Shin Beter Abhijat Seif Mani Grahit Grahan Grahayeshu Tatastha Tajjanata Samapatti. Just as a pure crystal takes color from the object which is nearest to it, so the mind, when it is cleared of thought waves, achieves sameness or identity with the object of its concentration. Suppose if our mind is clear of thought waves and we are concentrating on an object, then it achieves the sameness or identity with that object. Our mind achieves the sameness and identity with the object of its concentration when it is cleared of thought waves. So this may be either a gross object or the organ of perception or the sense of ego. This achievement of sameness or identity with the object of concentration is known as Samadhi or Samapatti. Here the yogi sees the three things: the receiver, Grahita, the received, Grahan, and the receiving, Grahiyeshu, corresponding to the soul, object, and the mind. So in Samapatti,
Didi, please repeat these three.
Grahit, Grahan, and Grahiyeshu. So in Grahitra means receiver, Grahan means received, and Grahayeshu means receiving.
Okay.
Okay. So in Samapatti, four types: savitark, nirvitark, savichar, nirvichar, which are also type of sampragyat. In sampragyat samadhi, vitark, vichar, anand, asmita. So in vitark and vichar, savitark, nirvitark. In vichar, savichar, nirvichar. So what is savitark and nirvitark? तत्र शब्दार्थ ज्ञान विकल्पैः संकीर्णः सवितर्क समापत्तिः. When the mind achieves identity with the gross object of concentration mixed with awareness of name, quality and knowledge, this is called savitark samadhi. When there is shabd, arth, gyan, name, quality and knowledge of the gross object, when the concentration is mixed with awareness of name, quality and knowledge. See, savitark and nirvitark is always done on the gross object and savichar and nirvichar on the subtle objects. So, when we are concentrating, when we are contemplating on a gross object and we know its name, quality and about its knowledge, so that stage is savitark samadhi. This is also, we can say, lower stage in this, in vitarka. And smriti parishuddho swarup shunyev arth matra nirbhasa nirvitarka. When the mind achieves identity with a gross object of concentration unmixed with awareness of name, quality and knowledge, so that the object alone remains, this is called nirvitark samadhi. So when it is not mixed with awareness of name, quality and knowledge, this is higher stage of vitarka. Okay. For example, when we look at a desk, we are aware of the name of the object, that is desk, of the quality of object, that means its size, shape, color, woodenness, etc. And of our own knowledge of the object, that the fact that it is we ourselves who are perceiving it. So through intense concentration, we may become identified with the desk and yet still retain a mixture of name, quality and knowledge in the mind. Right? This is the lowest kind of samadhi known as savitarka, which means with deliberation. The term savitarka is only applied when the object of concentration belongs to the order of the gross element, the most external order of phenomena. So only in gross elements, savitarka and nirvitarka. Okay, in the samadhi called nirvitarka, without deliberation, we reach a higher stage. Our achievement of identity with the object of concentration is now unmixed with awareness of name, quality and knowledge. Now come to the savichar and nirvichar. So एतयेव सविचार निर्विचार च सूक्ष्म विषय व्याख्यात. When the object of concentration is a subtle object, two kinds of samadhi again, called savichar and nirvichar, may be distinguished in the same manner. Like we have distinguished in the vitarka, savitarka and nirvitarka, exactly same in this also, savichar and nirvichar. Savichar reflective samadhi is samadhi upon a subtle object which is mixed with awareness of name, quality and knowledge. The difference is this is on the subtle object. This is vichar is when we do discrimination. Vitark is when we do examination, right? So nirvichar, super reflective samadhi, is samadhi upon a subtle object which is unmixed with such awareness. Awareness of name, quality and knowledge. Sukshma Vishayatvam cha linga prayavasnam. So behind all the subtle object, there is a primal cause which is Prakriti. So now what is Sabij Samadhi? Patanjali say ta ev sabijah samadhi. So these kinds of samadhi are said to be with seed. Like from the name only we can recognize sabij means with seed. So all this kind of samapatti which we have learned, samadhi, savitark, nirvitark, savichar, nirvichar, all these kinds of samadhi are said to be with seed. Even Sampragyat Samadhi also comes under the Sabij Samadhi. Tachah Sanskaro Anya Sanskar Pratibandhi. The impression which is made upon the mind by that Samadhi wipes out all other past impressions. So, in this kind of Samadhi, this Samadhi made an impression which wipes out all the other past impressions which were present in the mind. So there are now only impressions which are made by this samadhi. Okay. So now what is nirbij samadhi? Nirbij means without seed. So tasya api nirodhe sarv nirodha nirbij samadhi. When the impression made by that samadhi is also wiped out. So there was a impression of sabij samadhi. So when that impression also wiped out, so that there are no more thought waves at all in the mind, then one enters a samadhi which is called seedless, which is called nirbij samadhi, and it is also known as nirvikalpa samadhi in Vedanta system. All right. So now what is Adhyatma Prasada and Ritambar Pragya? In reaching Nirvichar Samadhi, the mind becomes pure. Nirvichar Vaishadhya Adhyatma Prasadaha. So Nirvichar is a highest kind of Samadhi in Savitark Samadhi. Not in Savitark, in Samapatti. Right? So Nirvichar is the highest kind of Samadhi in Samapatti. So when a person reach to that samadhi, nirvichar samadhi, so that time the mind becomes pure. Atma prasada. What is ritambar pragya? So ritambara tatra pragya. In that samadhi, knowledge is said to be filled with truth. So in nirvichar samadhi, the knowledge is filled with truth. श्रुता अनुमान प्रज्ञाभ्याम अन्य विषय विशेष अर्थत्वात्. The knowledge which is gained from inference and the study of scriptures is knowledge of one kind, but the knowledge which is gained from samadhi is of a much higher order. It goes beyond inference and scriptures. So, Ritambara Pragya, which is the highest kind of knowledge, highest kind of truth, which we are perceiving through the Samadhi, which we are gaining through the Samadhi. There are some truths which we are gaining through the scriptures, that is one kind of, through the Anumana. But here, what we are gaining, the knowledge we are gaining from the Samadhi is higher kind of knowledge. What is the difference between now samapattis and samadhi? So the word samapatti is combination of two words, samyak plus apatti. Samyak means correct and apatti means acquisition. So correct acquisition of truth, correct knowledge of truth. So it is a form of alokik pratyaksh, extraordinary perception, forming thus a legitimate part of the perceptual pratyaksha instruments of adequate knowledge, pramana. So in samapatti what happens, there should be sameness or identity with object of its concentration. And samapattis are the prerequisite stage of samadhi, you can say. While in samadhi, samadhi is about giving up all the forms and past impressions. in higher state of samadhi, even the impressions made by that samadhi is also wiped out. And in samapatti, thought waves are present, while in higher samadhi, thought waves are not present. Samapatti is on the gross objects, then on subtle objects, but higher kind of samadhi is of without thoughts. So now come to the concept of Ishvara. Patanjali explain it as a Ishwar Pranidhanadva. Concentration may also be attained through devotion to Ishvara. So one can attain samadhi, one can concentrate through the devotion to Ishvara. And now who is Ishvara? He explained, Klesh Karm Vipak Ashya Paramishtah Purush Vishesh Ishvara. Ishvara is a special kind of being untouched by ignorance and the products of ignorance, not subject to karmas or samskaras or the results of action. Who is superior in Purusha is known as Ishvara. It is a special kind of being untouched by ignorance and the product of ignorance, not subject to karmas or samskaras or the results of action. So now attributes of Ishvara. Tatra niratishayam sarvyatva bijam. In him, knowledge is infinite. In others, it is only a germ. Sa eshaha purveshamapi guru kalenan anvichedat. He was the teacher even of the earliest teachers, since he is not limited by time. So these two aphorisms deal with Ishvara's attribute of omniscience. If we admit the existence of knowledge, no matter how limited in man, we must deduce from it the existence of infinite knowledge in God, in Ishvara. Further, granted that everybody must have a teacher, Patanjali reasons that the teacher of the first teacher can only have been God, Ishvara, since he alone, being timeless, was present before teachers began. Process of Ishwar Pranidhana. Tasya Vachkaha Pranavaha. The word which expresses him is Om, and then this word must be repeated with meditation upon its meaning. Tajap Tajapast Tadart Bhavanam. So when it is repeatedly meditated and upon its meaning, so that is the process of Ishwar Pranidhana. How to practice Ishwar Pranidhana? By japa, by repeated japa with meditation upon its meaning. Not only we have to do japa, but we have to understand the meaning also. What is the result of Ishwar Pranidhana? By practicing Ishwar Pranidhana, there is knowledge of Atman and destruction of obstacles to that knowledge. So here we have completed the first unit, first chapter of Patanjali Yoga Sutra according to NET syllabus. So if you have any questions, you can unmute your mic and you can ask.
Madam?
Yes.
Nirbij Samadhi, what is Nirbij Samadhi?
See, Nirbij Samadhi is samadhi without seed, nirbij without seed. Okay, so it is the highest kind of samadhi first of all. And when when we are practicing sabij samadhi, there is impression of that samadhi. All the past impressions are removed, but there is an impression of sabij samadhi. But in nirbij samadhi, what happens? The impressions made by sabij samadhi also is wiped out. So there is no impressions, there is no more thoughts in nirbij samadhi.
It's come in Vedanta system, no? Vedanta system.
Yeah, in Vedanta system, it is known as Nirvikalpa Samadhi.
Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else? Any other questions?
Didi, can you explain one more time the concept of samapatti?
Yeah, so concept of samapatti is, first of all, when there is sameness or identity with the object of concentration. Like similar as they have compared our mind with our thoughtless mind with the crystal. Like if we keep an object in front of a crystal, it will take its shape, its color, and its identity. It will reflect, right? So similar, like when our mind is thoughtless, so it perceives the object as same, like it perceives the sameness of the object, same identity of the object. So in Samapatti also there are levels. Savitark, Nirvitark, Savichar, Nirvichar. Savitark, Nirvitark is a level of Vitarka which is on the gross objects. Like we are examining, we are in the stage of examination, right? So we are doing Vitarka. So Vitarka is also two types, Savitark, Nirvitark. In Savitark, what happens? We know the name of the object, we know the quality of the object, and we know the knowledge of the object. So we are having awareness of all those things, and we are concentrating on that also. But what happened in nirvitarka, when there is no awareness of all those things, name, quality, and knowledge, so that stage is nirvitarka, and that is the highest kind of vitarka. In savitarka and nirvitarka, nirvitarka is highest. Similar in savichar and nirvichar also. It the only one difference is there. Vitarka is on the gross object, and when we go on the subtle objects, it is vichar, which is savichar and nirvichar. Savichar again with awareness of name, quality, and knowledge. Nirvichar without awareness of name, quality, and knowledge. Complete merging in the meaning of that, right? Or in that object.
Okay, got it, Didi. Thank you.
Yeah. So after this also, there is a stage of Anand and Asmita, because this is a part of Sampragya Samadhi, right? Vitark, Vichar, Anand, Asmita. So once they have reached the stage of Nirvichar, after that there is a stage of Ananda, then Asmita.
Okay, Didi.
Yeah. Any other doubt? No questions?